Okay, so here's where I think Microsoft are going to have a pretty big comeback. If you look at the new Surface type tablet that Microsoft are creating, it fulfills what I see as a complaint a lot of times with iPads and other tablets, and that is that it has a keyboard. So I've had a number of people who have gone and bought like the Asus Transformer, which is basically a tablet with a keyboard, or who have bought an iPad and connected a Bluetooth keyboard. And I'd have to say the majority of those keyboards that people are plugging in on the Bluetooth are horrible to type on. They're rubbery sort of keys, and you've got to press down quite hard to get them to work, and I just don't see it working. And the other thing is that the iPad's not really designed to take text input. I mean, it does, but it's just not a fluid kind of change between touching the screen and typing. So I see that there's an imperfection there. I think iPads are brilliant if you are doing quick data entry. If you're filling in forms, or you just need to pick it up and skim through a checklist, or you're a real estate agent showing off photos, or something like a minimal data entry type role, then fantastic, iPads are great. The other thing is, having tried the preview of Office 2013, so that's the new version of Microsoft Office, which is completely cloud enabled. So it's a subscription based product, so you just download it and you pay a subscription. It's connected to the Microsoft SkyDrive, so that whatever you do just gets saved to the internet. And I presume that means that the documents will show up on the tablet and on your Windows phone and things like that. So there'll be a nice seamless link. And we've tried for probably 2 years to have a really good go at using Google Docs, which is the Google Cloud competitor to Microsoft Office. And I have to say that the result was, it became frustrating because it's just not developed fast enough. The features and the formatting and the inconsistency between taking an Microsoft Office document into Google, it's just too imperfect, and not enough people are using it anyway, so you don't get that sharing kind of feature as much. If you have a massive organisation and everybody and thousands of people are using Google Docs, then sure. But for your everyday user, they're going to want to stick with Microsoft Office. I'm talking about businesses here, I'm not talking about home entertainment and looking at YouTube and things like that. I'm talking about what are small businesses going to do, and I think everybody's real love affair with Apple is probably fair enough in the consumer space, but it seems to me like Microsoft still have a chance to have a good crack at it. Now, I would love to get my hands on one of these new keyboards, the ultra-thin keyboard that Microsoft have brought out, and we'll see soon what that's like. But if that keyboard's good and it feels nice to type on, then I think that could be a real key decision maker. There are some criticisms about the resolution of the device, but that's probably a technical thing that they'll change over the coming versions of it, and it keeps it to a price point if it's reasonable resolution as well. So yeah, we'll see. I'm sure that the love affair with Apple will continue, and never fear, there's iPads everywhere, and I still have Apples and iPads and iPhones, and they're fantastic, but there's always room for innovation, always room for change, and for things to be done more easily. And I definitely see that in businesses, people are taking their Apple devices in, but from a productivity point of view, not perfect. And the number of people I see who plug keyboards into iPads, I think is a real testament to the fact that there's still a need to be able to type an email that's on a keyboard that feels like a keyboard and not a glass piece of screen.